Why would you keep looking once you found it? I tried that once and my whole life it took. Like a flash of light by love's first sight, I was blinded. That could have been the last place that I looked. But the whip of youth and myth that said get cracking. There were no hobos, so I had to hop a train. Had to take a cup of water to the desert. And these are the two hands from which that cup was made. I sure do love to don my tail in glorious ribbons. And I would if I could only pick and choose. Then I'd gladly trade all my greatest sad ones for just one chance back at the love I chose to lose. 'Cause it's wrong about the blues. Still it's as close as I've gone to grace. You can't paint the perfect lie, but you can leave an almost perfect trace. Now I'm springing like all the foolish flowers, the kind February loves to freeze. And I'm swinging away, got to get a hit for hours. Any minute now I'll be dropping to my knees, 'cause I got to the top of the mountain, and all I found was the way back down. And ever since then I've just been walking in my mind around. I was wrong about the blues. Still it's as close as I've gone to grace. Seems you can't paint the perfect line, but you can leave an almost perfect trace. I was wrong about the blues. Early in the morning, you might not like talking to me. I need coffee just to be able to make coffee. I wake up like a cat up in a tree. Some folks rise and start shining, they're all ready to seize the day. As long as they keep their distance, everything just might be okay. I wake up early in the morning.
Early in the Morning Afternoon News is filmed before a live webcast audience with your anchor, Nathan Moore. Oh yeah. Hey everybody, what's happening? Welcome to the news. It's early in the morning, afternoon news. Nathan Moore here reporting. Signed up for ChatGPT last night, the real deal. I love the Percy chat bot in our Discord server, but the one thing he can't do is elaborate. Like if you ask him a question and he responds, you can't say, yeah, but what about... He can't reference previous parts of the conversation. So the one thing about ChatGPT that's fun is I can ask it to do something, and then once it does it, I could say, okay, try that again, but this time, yada, yada, yada. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. In fact, today's description of the show that you see there in wherever you're watching is was helped by ChatGPT. Thank you, ChatGPT. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, put on your press hats, everybody. Fuel up. It's Friday. We got to make it to the weekend here. First things first. We got to get this out of the way before we can just unwind for the weekend. We have work to do. We got work to do, folks. Ben, what's shaking? Good to see you. Oh, you love Jabberjohn 32? How about that? New opening credits, new set. Dad was looking so dapper. It was lovely. Looking forward to the next one. Still tweaking the 2.0 version. I got some things I want to do to the new opening credits. I worked on the camera colors and stuff a little bit last night after the show, and yeah, it's so fun. Very exciting. Man, I just can't get enough of this coffee. Oh my God, it's so good. All right, are we ready? Yeah. You sure? Yeah. All right. I think I hear him coming now. There he is. Evo, what's up, buddy? All right, throw that thing in here. Nice. All right. My goodness. All right, coffee down. Let's see what we got here. Bob, I think we're ready. Whoa, here we are. Wire. Trump documents case judge made multiple errors in earlier trial. Trump documents case judge made multiple errors in earlier trial. Neglected to swear in jury pool. Whoops. I just hit 3 sound effects at once. I think they all worked. Cannon has just 14 days of courtroom experience. Cutting your teeth on a doozy there. Georgia for Trump. Indictment number 4? Question mark. Wait, that's not related to the last one? Man. If it's not one thing, it's another. Desperate Don calls for Supremes to intercede against criminal charges. Help! Help! Poll, 45% of Republicans would spurn him if convicted. I don't know what to make of that. Secret Service protection may rule out prison. I just can't stop imagining, his first day in there. He just gets the Secret Service to beat up the biggest guy in the yard, establish himself some cred. Dems request live broadcast of court dates developing. Just Dems? Don't we all want to watch? I feel like that could be a special broadcast of Surly in the Morning Afternoon News. Boy, I'd have to wake up early, I guess. Paper, second MAGA term would be one-man rule. Discourse danger intensifies in red type. How do they decide which is red and which is not? Black and white and red all over. How do they decide? This one should be red. Make that one red. DeSantis calls for slitting throats in government. Quote unquote slitting throats, of course. He used air quotes, folks. It's plausible deniability. That's how I roll too. Some well-timed, well-placed air quotes can get you out of all kinds of fixes, folks. You gotta practice it. Pence has reached fork in road. A few miles back, there was a spoon. Before that, there was a knife. Time for Youngkin to enter race? Question mark. I don't know. I live in Virginia. That's where Youngkin reigns over us, and I haven't felt his presence much. I don't have much to report. I don't really know what's going on. I don't know if he's good or bad. I apologize for not being some insight for you. I'm sure that you're looking to me for that. So, as a Virginian, tell me all about Youngkin. Oops. Again, that was an inadvertent sound effect that was probably appropriate. I don't know. Dark Brandon driving Biden campaign merch sales. Boy, they are so happy they stumbled on that meme, huh? Dark Brandon likes his coffee dark. Which I don't know. If you don't like cream and sugar, I'm not sure I trust you. Epps plans to sue Rogan after he repeats claim that he was informant during riot. Epps is suing, this is one of the protesters on January the 6th that many claim is actually an FBI instigator, agent, and, which sounds a little crazy, but the FBI has a long history of inserting people into situations to escalate the situation so that they can then crack down on it. I'm not sure if that applies to this, but there is a little bit of an interesting history there. I saw the clip from Rogan, and he clearly said he didn't know. He didn't make the claim that he definitely was. He made the claim that there definitely were agents there, but not that Epps particularly was definitely one. But he did say it was a possibility, so I don't know. Another one. Texas AG Paxton appears in court on felony fraud charges. Cyber attack disrupts hospitals and healthcare in 5 states. Cyber attacks. Every time I get a new app, I'm so nervous. I'm just like, the way they have it these days with the rigmarole, just sort of connect it to your Google account. I just feel like I'm unlocking the back door for all kinds of strangers. But how can you resist? Don't you want to see what the app does? It's a little unsettling. It's a little nerve-wracking. Here we are, column 2. Reality stars battling Bravo, NBC over depraved treatment. I don't know why I think that's funny. It's reality stars. You had me laughing out of the gate. The day of reckoning has arrived. Porn, violence, booze. It's all happening on the sets of reality stars. Lizzo canceled. Record sales, streaming, airplay collapse after harassment claims. Markle celebrated birthday without Prince Harry. 187,000 jobs added in July. More Americans say that 187,000 jobs added in July. No one's gotten those jobs yet. No one's applied for them. There's just 187,000 help wanted signs hung around the country in July. More Americans say they can never retire. Ugh. Bank of America dumps its recession call. Why Texas churches being targeted by violence? ? Jewish guerrilla group mobilizes against synagogue takeover. What is that? Those two headlines are grouped together. In Texas, the second headline sounds like it's Israel or something. I don't know. Who knows? Navy sailors accused of passing secrets to China. Falling confidence in military creating real crisis. I wonder what confidence they're talking about. Are they referring to recruits, people not confident in joining the military as a career move, as a life move, or just our confidence in the military? I don't know why we wouldn't have confidence. Air Force pulls off its first AI flight. Bitcoin Bonnie and Clyde plead guilty in spy novel-like laundering case. I'll just wait till it comes to Amazon Prime. Suit accuses Tesla of exaggerating driving range to boost sales. Backpage founder, free speech warrior James Larkin dead by suicide. What's that all about? Backpage founder. What is that? Free speech warrior James Larkin. I don't know anything about this. If you're looking for insight, sorry. I'm as clueless as most of you. LGBTQ advocates sue Texas over drag ban. Say new law criminalizes ballet karaoke. Have they made a drag ban just in general? That would be extraordinary. They couldn't have banned it for adult entertainment, right? Or are they just saying, I wonder what the law is. I'll do some research, get back to you. Lavish CEO pay targeted in Hollywood strikes. Zaslav, walkout saved Warner Brothers $100 million. I mean, they made no content and they made no money, but they didn't have to pay anybody for a while. So it's a win-lose kind of situation. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Now we're getting in there. Don the appropriate hat, folks. Monumental UFO scandal looming. Strange sighting at California launch site. I don't know. These people are using some old language here. UFO scandal? It's a UAP, sir. Monumental UFO scandal. The decades-long saga of unidentified flying objects is barreling headlong toward one of two stunning conclusions. Either the U.S. government has mounted an extraordinary decades-long cover-up of UFO retrieval and reverse engineering activities, or elements of the defense and intelligence establishment are engaging in a staggeringly brazen psychological disinformation campaign. Either possibility would have profound implications for democracy, the role of government, and perhaps also humanity's place in the cosmos. I actually don't mind this take to a certain extent. This truth is crazy, or this I feel that way about so many things. I feel like we end up just not talking about stuff that could go either way like that. But I hope investigative journalists are out there getting to the bottom of whatever there is to get to. I doubt that. I don't know about a disinformation campaign. I don't know. It's fascinating. Back to the press hat. I mean, just to iterate just a little bit, like the fact that the New York Times and Congress are holding these hearings and releasing these stories with very questionable information is intriguing to me. I tend to think it's a little bit more benign than some kind of sinister disinformation campaign. It's a relaxing of standards. It's a willingness to engage in things that we weren't willing to engage in before, maybe not to our benefit. I feel like the lowering of standards is a disservice to everybody. The New York Times article, clearly the reporter that reported on the naval footage of the unidentified aerial phenomenon didn't do a quick YouTube search to see the debunking of the footage. Within 5 minutes, I found from my home debunking videos that were very clear, easy to understand, and explained it all away. But still, the New York Times was willing to put it out there like it was a big mystery. What's going on? It's like, I don't know why. I just don't know why. Why? Okay. I progress. Moving along. Oh, goodness. Russian warship blown up by kamikaze drone. I saw this giant warship listing in the Black Sea this morning before I went to bed. On fire. Ukraine mocks. Poll majority of Americans oppose more U.S. aid for Kyiv. Definitely the momentum is shifting here at home in terms of support for the Ukraine effort. More and more people every day seem to be against it, and it's interesting. Moscow again turning to North Korea to replenish ammo. There's an alliance. Well, you just got to question your moves if you're turning to North Korea for ammo. That's just got to tell you something. Putin foe Navalny sentenced to another 19 years in prison. Look at us. We're at the top of column 3. This one I thank you for watching. Thank you so much for watching Surly in the Morning Afternoon News. For those of you new, or if you're watching on Facebook, you're going to want to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Nathan Moore Songs. That's where it all goes down. Check out the Jabberjohn show. We had the unleashing last night of Jabberjohn 2.0. It's a talking show with my father and Kyle Hogg, Steve Moore, Kyle Hogg, Nathan Moore, every Thursday night at 7, just for conversation. It's a really cool show. There's all kinds of music on the YouTube channel. Click the bell to get notified whenever we're live so you don't miss a thing, and have fun with it. And if you want to play along for the news, we definitely need more news hounds on our Discord server. All aboard! You might be wondering just how this show works. Where do the pictures in the news monitor come from? How about the text in the news ticker? Who's doing that? Well, let's take a look behind the scenes here. Bob, will you slide back the set here and show them the inner workings? Here's where the magic happens. On our Discord server, newcomers can begin contributing immediately by posting images in the GIFs or GIFs room relating to the upcoming headlines. Earn a good reputation and become an official news hound and gain the ability to post directly into the ticker that scrolls across the bottom of the screen. Welcome to Nathan's Land. Have fun with it. Okay, back to the news. Thanks, me. Banks on verge of social media checks. Oh, what could that mean? Social media checks. Well, I'm clear there. I don't really engage on social media anymore. So, but back in the day, boy, my bank account would have been frozen. Clearly. Oh, yeah. If my bank asked Facebook about me, Facebook would be like, oh, my God, yeah, keep an eye on that dude. Half of Americans interested in weight loss drugs. Just interested. Just the other headline, the thing they don't tell you, is half of Americans not interested at all in weight loss drugs. Fascinating. Shopping. Saudi Arabia is buying the world. They're thinking about moving. They're just there on Zillow, dreaming about living somewhere else, somewhere with a nice little creek running through it. Judge narrows Google case in antitrust suits. Yeah, whittle it down. Make it manageable. It's too over. If you look at you got to step back. You get up too close to the whale, and you can't tell what it is. The world is just gray. I did that. Apple faces longest sales drop in decades as iPhone slumps. Well, they're just making them too good. They last forever. They've the one they made 5 years ago is still doing everything we need it to do. I don't care how many more lenses you add to the camera. My pictures already look amazing. It's just all we need. They're going to have to start doing like they did with light bulbs there for a while and put in a little self-destruct mechanism. After a couple of years, it locks up. I hope they're not listening. Please don't do that. South America gripped by record-breaking heat in middle of winter. Oh, God. Cold is just simply disappearing. Cold? What's cold? 6 white police officers admit torturing black men in Mississippi. Is that recent news? God. Have we gone back in time? Judge arrested in murder of his wife. What UFOs say about populist moment? Oh my God. Sorry, it's Friday. I got to click on that. Wall Street Journal, extraterrestrial highway. Americans are increasingly willing to believe reports of alien visitors, raising some familiar questions about science, authority, and public trust. Not long before his death in 96, Carl Sagan, love Carl Sagan, said that he had been captured by the notion of extraterrestrial life since childhood and that discovering it would be an absolutely transforming event in human history. I often contemplate about that. How it would actually transform us would be fascinating if it was revealed that we had a UFO spacecraft and extraterrestrial life. If we had that at Area 51 or whatever, how would that transform the world? Would it be subtle? Would it be huge? Would it be slow, fast? It would definitely be a transformative information. But just the idea that an idea could be that transformative is fascinating in and of itself. You can see why I gravitate towards these notions. It would definitely change us, but how? It's such a good contemplation. Exactly because the prospect was so alluring, however, Sagan warned that we should be skeptical about believing reports of UFOs or alien encounters. Absolutely. As he put it in the documentary Cosmos, brilliant documentary, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. Hear, hear. Amen. Well said. An idea now known as the Sagan Standard. I'm glad we went there. I'm glad we were reminded about Carl Sagan, and it's absolutely true. And for someone that's such a huge fan of these thoughts and these contemplations, I'm getting a little bit annoyed with our lowering standards when it comes to extraordinary evidence. We need the evidence. Anything less is not that interesting. Okay. I progress. Shall we continue? Yes, we shall. 4,000 rescued beagles bred for research found homes and best friends. Aw. I wish that was the final news story. Oh, sorry, I'd given up on the gifts, but I see there's some action in the Discord there. Look at that. There's young Carl Sagan. Just look at that. Look at that face. If that's how we get out of here, I'm a happy boy. All right, folks, we did it. It's the final headline of the day. Bob, drum roll, please. Could it be good news? Paying in cash may become constitutional right for Austrians. For Austrians. Paying in cash. I've noticed lately there's a bit of a move to boycott cashless businesses, which I think is cool. It is weird when you go into a place and they won't take your cash. It feels strange. It feels like you're being forced into a digitization of your life. You're there's got to be people out there that don't have all that stuff, that don't have bank cards or credit cards. They're just living the old school way, a simple life. They're just, they're going through their Thoreau phase. They want to be off the grid as much as possible, and to walk in and try to buy an egg sandwich, and they're like, well, we need your card. I don't know. It feels just like a few steps away from an implanted chip or something, or an eye scan. Oh, come on, just take this disgusting, dirty $5 bill off my hands. Oh, man. I can't believe it. We already did it. I tried to slow my roll. I could tell we were cruising at a clip here, and we were going to be out of here too soon. I miss you already. I'm a little sad that that's all we got, but that's all we got. Hey, the weekend is ours. It's our oyster. Crank that thing open, grab your pearl, and run. We survived the news. We live to dance. Oh, yeah. We're out of here. Go get them, Tigers. Always trust your cape. You got this. Give them heaven. And away we go.
I tried to get away, but my car was sputtering. I tried to stay, but my heart was fluttering. Tried to think of what to say, but my words were stuttering. I was on a roll that needed buttering. Tried to lay it down in the gutter and think of all the things that needed uttering. But the clutter in my brain was too much to get around. See, I'm a lover and lover and brother and son of a dad and son of a mother and son of a gun. I'm something or nothing. Not even cold, but to think I'm shuddering. Fumbling, mumbling, like a bee I'm bumbling. It sure is humbling to be stumbling, but the clutter in my brain's too much to get around. I tried to get away, but my car was sputtering. I tried to stay, but my heart was fluttering. Tried to think of what to say, but my words were stuttering. I was on a roll that needed buttering. Tried to lay it down in the gutter and think of all the things that needed uttering. But the clutter in my brain was too much to get around. Too much to get around.
See you Monday.
I wake up early in the morning. I wake up early in the morning. You might want to head for the hills. I wake homeless with a toothache. I wake fired with a stack of bills. It's my chance to be bitter, and there's plenty to be bitter about. I wake wise to the wicked ways of the world, and I snarl and I grimace and pout. I wake up early in the morning.